Yo, what's good everybody? Welcome back to the channel where we lose sleep over new guns and empty wallets like it's a sport. 2025 has been straight fire so far. And if you miss SIG Sauer throwing down at their SIG NEXT blowout this summer, buckle up because they dropped enough heat to melt the internet. But they weren't the only ones cooking. We've got 10 absolute bangers that just hit the streets, from pocket monsters to mountain rifles that'll make you sell your kidney for a plane ticket to elk country. I've been lucky enough to put hands on most of these, and today we're ripping the lid off everything you need to know before you swipe that card. Stick with me to the end, because one of these has me seriously rethinking my entire safe, and I need to know if I'm crazy or if you feel it too. Let's roll. Let's kick this off with the one that's been living rent-free in every 1911 fan's head since Springfield teased it. The DS Prodigy 3.5-inch compact. For years, we've been begging for a double stack that doesn't feel like you're strapping a lunchbox to your belt, and Springfield finally showed up at the answer nobody else had the guts to build. This thing is a legit baby 2011 that actually disappears appendix style. We're talking billet aluminum frame, bull barrel, optics-ready slide with AOS plates, tritium front, serrated black rear, ambi safety, shortened beaver tail, and that glorious single-action trigger that breaks like glass and resets faster than your ex's rebound. It ships with 2 mags, one flush 15-rounder and one 17-round extended, so you're never hurting for capacity, and yeah, it actually runs polymer mags without the drama some high-end 2011s throw. Out of the box, dudes are smoking sub-2-inch groups at 25 yards like it's rude to miss. And the recoil impulse is so tame you'll forget you're shooting a snappy little 3.5-inch barrel. At $1,549, it's sitting right in that sweet spot where it murders the price of any staccato, Atlas, or custom shop build while delivering 95% of the experience. The only real knocks? The grip safety can be a little finicky if you've got tiny hands or a weird grip, and the AOS plates mean you might need to buy a specific one for your Holosun or whatever. But honestly, that's nitpicking. In a world where every company is chasing striker-fired 109s, Springfield just reminded everyone why the 1911 platform still slaps 100 years later. If you've been holding out for a carry 2011 that doesn't make you walk like you rode a horse for 8 hours, this is the one that's going to make you sell your Glock and never look back. Trust me, I've been carrying mine for 2 weeks, and I'm already ruined for anything else. Then KelTec rolled in with their signature Weird Genius energy on the PR57, a hammer-fired 5.7 by 28mm pocket monster that feels straight out of Mad Scientist's dream, ditching detachable mags for stripper clip top loading into a fixed 20+1 internal beast that keeps it ultra slim and stupid light at under 14 ounces. Rotating barrel slams the bore axis low for dead flat shooting and recoil softer than a .22. Night sights pop in low light, optics ready, threaded for cans, and it strips down in seconds for cleaning that's idiot-proof. At just $399, it dominates the budget 5.7 scene as the lightest high-cap option around, sneaking past mag restrictions while outshining pricier rivals like FN or Ruger on weight and wallet pain. Perfect for newbies or pocket carry fans craving fun penetration power without fuss. Downsides hit with slower clip reloads for tack courses, a long but smooth DA trigger that's no match gun, and occasional finicky feeding on cheap ammo. But in a market full of heavy boring micros, this quirky king turns range days into shows and EDC into effortless, making everyone stare while you laugh at how something this wild actually works flawlessly for real-world defense. If you want personality that punches way above its price and size, KelTec just handed you your new obsession. The Archon Firearms Type B Gen 2 is that sneaky sleeper hit that'll make you question every compact you've ever loved. They took the full-size Type A's insane non-tilting barrel magic and stuffed it into a carry-ready package that still shoots flatter than anything in its class, with a bore axis so low the dot barely moves and follow-ups feel like cheating. Fully ambi, optics ready, modular grip that locks and like it's glued to your hand, and recoil so tame you'll forget you're shooting a subcompact 9mm. Pros: stupid accurate, softer than most striker guns twice its size, eats any ammo, and turns steel stages into a joke. Downsides: trigger needs a break-in, mags aren't cheap or everywhere, grip angle throws 1911 fans at first, and it's a hair heavier than the featherweight crowd. In a sea of Glock clones and SIG knockoffs, the Type B is the cult classic that serious shooters whisper about, quietly outrunning the big brands in speed and control without the hype tax. At $960 MSRP from PTR, it's not budget territory, but hand this to your striker fired or die buddy. Let him rip one mag, and watch him mumble excuses while secretly adding it to his cart. Once you feel that buttery cycle and laser flat shooting, good luck going back to basic. The Ruger RXM is that Magpul collaborated middle finger to every overpriced Glock wannabe out there. They stuffed a stainless steel serialized fire control insert into a grip that actually feels good, added optics plates for whatever you run, and made it eat Glock 19 mags like it's personal, mags included. Triggers crisp, points natural, shoots softer than most in its class, and the whole thing swaps from pocket size to full grip beast with one punch. Pros: stupid reliable, crazy modular, Magpul texture that locks in without eating your skin, and Ruger tough for under $5. Downsides: early mags can be picky on last round hold open, grip swap isn't truly toolless, and it's a hair heavier than the Diet Polymer crowd. In a world drowning in $650 clones, the RXM at $499 MSRP is the no-drama king that's quietly out shooting the hype guns while leaving cash in your pocket for ammo. Hand this to your Glock or nothing buddy. Let him dump 2 mags, and watch him mumble excuses as he secretly orders one at 2 a.m. Once that modularity and soft shooting bug bites, every other compact suddenly feels basic and overpriced. Kimber 2K11 cracked their knuckles and said, "Watch this." They dropped the 2K11, and for the first time in forever the internet isn't roasting them for QC memes because this thing is stupid nice right out of the gate. We're talking full custom shop swagger baked into a production gun. Deep fluted bull barrel, toolless guide rod that pops apart faster than your buddy's excuses, a legit stand-shun magwell that makes reloads feel like cheating, skeletonized hammer, trigger, and strut, plus a flat-face trigger that snaps, so clean you'll swear the gun's flirting with you. It gulps staccato mags without burping, devours cheap range ammo or fancy hollow points like it's bored, and the Cerakote options look so drip-heavy you'll hesitate to throw it in a muddy range bag. Weighs a solid chunk, no question, so deep concealment folks might pass, and the top-tier models creep north of $3 grand street price, which still stings, but stack that against what Atlas or Infinity charge for the same level of hand-fitted goodness, and suddenly Kimber looks like the bargain table. Small hand shooters sometimes gripe about the girth. Proprietary optic plates can be a headache if you're not running an RMR, and early batches had a couple mag-related hiccups that Kimber already patched with running changes. Still, put a few hundred rounds through one, and you'll get why the used market is already drying up. This is the 2011 that finally dragged Kimber out of the pretty but picky corner and planted them square in the daily driver race gun ring, swinging a staccato's crown without apology. If you've ever melted your credit card on a safe queen that actually shoots better than your skill level, the 2K11 just turned that guilty pleasure into something you can brag about at matches without lying. SIG Sauer P211 GTO, the all-steel beast that just crashed the 2011 party like it owns the place. 45 ounces of cold-forged American attitude, built on a frame that feels like it was carved out of a battleship, then topped with a 4.4-inch bull barrel wearing a 3D printed compensator that flat-out murders muzzle flip and keeps your dots dancing on target no matter how fast you send it. The magic doesn't stop there. This thing gulps down your existing P320 magazines, so those 21 and 23 round sticks you've been stockpiling suddenly work in a double-stack 1911 that actually runs. Flat-face trigger that breaks like glass, fully ambidextrous controls, optics-ready slide straight from the factory with a plate system that doesn't suck, and aggressive serrations front and rear that look like shark teeth. Because SIG finally admitted that pretty guns need to be grabbed when your hands are sweaty and the timer is screaming. At $2,400 for the base model, or $2,800 if you want a Romeo 3 XL already mounted, it's not cheap, but it's priced to swing hard at Staccato's XL and Atlas's Athena, while undercutting both on features and magazine compatibility. Sure, it's heavier than a bag of bricks, and the grip's safety might annoy the purists, but the reliability is pure SIG DNA, part support is everywhere, and the aftermarket is about to explode. If you thought the high-end 2011 world was a closed club, the P211 GTO just kicked the door off the hinges. Grab your popcorn, because SIG didn't come to play nice, they came to take names and market share. SIG Sauer Cross Sawtooth in 6.5 PRC. The sub-7-pound folding predator that just gate-crashed the lightweight mountain rifle club and started swinging for the fences. Built around a proof research carbon fiber barrel that's lighter than your excuses, yet drills subatomic bug holes past $1,000 with factory ammo. Complete with a test target, so you know it's real. This folding wizard collapses to backpack size while still packing a 22-inch tube topped with a radial brake that turns 6.5 PRC recoil into a polite suggestion. Full-length ARCA rail underneath. MLOK galore, dual sling studs that actually work, and moss green Cerakote that laughs at rain, snow, or blood. The alloy for end keeps ounces down. The two-stage match trigger tunes crisp with a hex key, and the folding stock adjusts cheek height and LOP faster than you can say perfect iBox. Feeds from reliable MDT steel mags, swaps prefits without a gunsmith, and carries SIG's famous parts pipeline, meaning the aftermarket is already loading up. At roughly $2,000 and change, it undercuts Christensen, Bergara, and Sequence on price while out-featuring them on modularity and weight. Yeah, the bolt lift isn't butter smooth like a Tikka, and the brake adds a smidge of length, but when you're glassing sheep at 12,000 feet and every ounce feels like a sin, the Sawtooth makes every other carbon mountain rifle feel like it's been carrying your pack uphill both ways. SIG didn't just join the backcountry game. They redrew the altitude map and dared the old guard to keep up. Grab popcorn. The high country just got a new apex predator. The SIG 516 Mohawk just brought the piston AR dream roaring back from the grave SIG, quietly buried in 2019. This G3 reincarnation is loaded with every modern upgrade you could want. Non-reciprocating left side charging handle with a classic rear as backup, fully ambi bolt catch, mag release, and safety. 3-position adjustable gas block that turns suppressed runs into a breeze without gassing you out. Crisp matchlight DUO trigger, 16-inch hammer-forged 1:7 twist barrel, and a sleek MLOK free-float handguard that finally ditches the old cheese grater quad rail. Short-stroke piston keeps the BCG spotless while DI guns are choking on carbon after a couple hundred rounds. You can dump 3 mag suppressed, no cleaning, and it still runs like it just left the factory. At a street price hovering right around $2,000. This is a no-excuses duty-grade piston rifle that just made LWRC ICs and HK MR556S look overpriced and outdated overnight. Yeah, it's a chunky 7.7 pounds naked, but that mass soaks up her coil like a sponge, making it one of the softest shooting 5.56 pistons on the planet. SIG basically took the old 516 DNA, injected Spear LT wizardry, and dropped the piston king we've all been begging for. Grab one quick before the hype train pushes prices into the stratosphere. Zenith straight up heard the Turkish MP5 clones like the PTR 9CT and Century AP5 sobbing in the corner over their QC lottery tickets and dropped the ZF-5, pure American-made roller-to-lay bliss that shoots flatter and softer than a feather pillow soaked in honey. With recoil so tame you'll forget 9mm even as kick. Cold hammer-forged 8.9-inch barrel with 3 lug and 1/2 by 28 threads ready for your favorite can right out the box. Full compatibility with all the classic HK, /MP5 mags, furniture, and parts, including that addictive paddle mag release, plus a bonus AR-style button for the heathens. Ambidextrous everything from the slick new safety lever to the selector. And a lifetime warranty that actually means something, because it's built in Virginia with modern CNC precision. No more praying your welds don't. Look like a drunk robot did him. We're talking sub-2-inch groups at 50 yards with irons, 0 malfunctions through thousands of rounds suppressed on subs. And it drops in HK, sear packs like it was born for it, if you ever go full NFA wizardry. Street price dipping under $1,300 for the essentials and FD, or right around $1,700 to $1,800 for the loaded premium with 3 mags, sling, rail, case, and cleaning kit. Brother, you just scored that iconic Navy trigger group slab, paddle flipping, binary beating sole without the 3-round burst, semi-only, but slap a Franklin on and live the dream with a Form 1 paperwork weight. HKSP5 owners are side-eyeing their 3-gram paperweights, while Zenith just made roller lock supremacy affordable again. SIG straight up refuses to let the P365 just be a pocket rocket. They partnered with Flux Defense and turned it into a goddamn transformer with the P365 Flux chassis, dropping your serialized FCU into this polymer wizardry that snaps open a spring-loaded folding brace with 1-button press, slaps on a 6-inch shrouded barrel for that extra velocity without poking out like a sore thumb, and boom, your hoodie concealable micro turns into a 19-inch deployed PDW, slinging up to 46 rounds. That a 21 plus. 25-round dual mag setup in the Sentry model, or drum it if you're feeling spicy. Full ambi controls, XRAY 3-night sights, front pick rail for lights, or whatever goblin-killing accessory you need, and it still folds down to AIWB holsterable size. Yeah, this thing disappears under a shirt or in a bag like it never existed. Announced at SIG NEXT back in June 2025, hitting shelves now with street prices around $400 to $500 for the Flux Raider 365 chassis alone. If you got a donor P365XL, needs a 17-plus round mags and longer slide. Or snag the full factory package for $800 to $1,500 depending on the trim. Clean top or Romeo X Red loaded, sometimes with that sneaky IWB holster included. Range toy that dumps sub-suppressed without gassing your face. Truck gun that deploys faster than you can say, oh shit, or Apocalypse insurance with subgun control in a package smaller than a Scorpion Micro. MPXK and B&T owners are sweating while Flux just made the ultimate, no NFA needed, pocket PDW affordable and factory-backed. The P320 Max 2.0, the ultimate carry optics monster built to dominate USB-SA and Steel Challenge. Tungsten-infused TXG grip tames recoil like crazy. Integrated compensator keeps the muzzle dead flat. 5-inch bull barrel delivers match-grade accuracy. And it ships with a Romeo 3 Max Red plus 421 round steel mags. At around $1,200, it's already winning majors with Team SIG's Max Michel setting records left and right. Pros: insane balance, modular FCU for endless configs, buttery trigger, and reliability that crushes pricier customs. Downsides: heavier than standard P320S, so not ideal for all-day IWB without a good belt, and spare mags aren't cheap. Still, it's the new king of carry optics, versatile, accurate, and flat-out faster than the competition. Then, SIG flipped the script with the P365 Lux in .380, the most luxurious micro-compact ever made. Pearlescent black Cerakote that shimmers like jewelry, gold-accented barrel, aluminum AXG grip, and a slide-integrated comp make it the softest recoiling P365 on the planet. It shoots flatter than most .22s, yet packs real stopping power, perfect for smaller hands or recoil-sensitive shooters. Optic-ready, XRAY 3-night sights, 3 12-round mags, and G10 panels that lock your grip in place. For about $800, you're flexing at the coffee shop while carrying something that looks custom shop expensive but handles like a full size. Pros: luxurious fit and finish, zero muzzle rise, higher capacity than old .380 pockets, and it's become America's favorite stylish EDC. Cons: .380 ammo costs a hair more, and hardcore 9mm fans might want extra punch. FN just shut the show down with the FN 510 Tactical, still the undisputed king of 10mm fight stoppers. Built on the battle-proven 509 frame, but jacked up for big bore dominance, this beast rocks a 4.71-inch threaded cold hammer forged barrel, suppressor height tritium night sights that co-witness perfectly, and a low-profile optic system that takes every major red dot with 0 plates. Fully ambi controls, aggressive grip texture that bites like a pit bull, and a monster Picatinny rail ready for a flashlight the size of your ego. Ships with a 15-round flush mag and a ridiculous 22-rounder. Nobody else in 10mm even comes close. Polished feed ramp, beefy striker, and perfect balance make hot loads feel like 9mm. It shoots stupid flat with a crisp 6-pound trigger. Street price? Right around $1,000, often $950 on sale. It runs filthy, dry, or drowned in mud when Glocks and SIGs choke. Pros: highest capacity in class, suppressority out of the box, buttery ergos that smoke blocky competitors, pinpoint accuracy and reliability that's already legendary in bear country and torture tests. Downsides: full-size brick at 32 ounces, so appendix carry is a meme. That 22-round mag prints like a flare, and 10mm ammo costs more than your ex's therapy. Still, nothing touches the 510 for woods defense, home protection, or flexing at the range. FN just reminded the industry why they own big bore strikers. If your team 10mm, the 510 tactical is endgame, period. What a time to be alive and broke. 2025 is out here, spoiling us rotten. I'm sitting here staring at tracking numbers, trying to decide if I'm eating ramen for a month to fund that Cross Sawtooth, or if the P365 Flux wins because I can actually afford to feed it. Tell me I'm not alone. Which one of these is sneaking into your cart the second payday hits? Drop it in the comments. Smash the like button if your safe just got jealous. Hit subscribe so you don't miss the next time these companies try to bankrupt us. And I'll catch you in the next one. Stay frosty out there.